you guys, welcome back to another tarot card reading. If you are new here, welcome to Healing Session. Today's video is going to be another celebrity tarot reading about Natalie, NUNN, and Scotty. A lot of people have requested this, and a lot of people have been requesting baddie readings in general. I'm gonna be very honest, you guys. I have not been watching the season that has come out because it was super toxic, the last season, and I genuinely did not like that for my soul. I had to take a break, but people are asking more about like readings and also people that I don't know. So, you know, I want to fulfill what you guys want. And so I am going to start watching the show. I'll start watching the show again so I can understand like who are these people even to begin with, because I'm like in the dark right now. And I will, you know, read up on those people. But, you know, I already have watched the seasons that have come out prior. So I know who Natalie is and I know who Scotty is. I have actually done a reading about Natalie NUNN. If you guys would like, you guys should check that out because I did a whole reading on her. Let me know if you guys want to update on that. It was just a reading specifically about her. But today we're doing Scotty and we're doing Natalie. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Help people to find our videos, find the truth about everything. But thank you so much. Okay, so let's get started. I pulled some cards already because I really wanted to get deep into their energy. I feel like their energy is a little complex, so I kind of wanted to take my time here. So immediately, I feel like between Natalie NUNN and Scotty, they argue a lot, okay? So some of this is not just camera stuff. This is like how they treat each other even off the camera. I feel like they fight very often. I feel like this is something that is just normal, or it has been normalized in their relationship for a long time. Now, I feel like Scotty is coming up as the strength card. I don't know if she has Leo in her chart somewhere, but I'm getting like a lot of like fire sign energy. Leo, Sag, Aries. She might have that in her chart, or Natalie. I'm not sure, but that's just what I'm feeling from her. And I almost feel like, okay, for some reason, I feel like Scotty is on autopilot. For some reason, it feels like when I tap into her energy, it feels almost a little unclear, but at the same time, I can still see what's happening. I feel like it's very foggy. I will say this, I feel like they're intoxicated most of the time. So when these fights and stuff are happening, it's because they're intoxicated, you guys. I feel like that's like a big part of it because I feel very unclear about some of the situations that are happening, and I can't really see that clearly like when I close my eyes, and usually I can. I feel like there's a lot of intoxication going on here. And so when I feel like when they're intoxicated, they just, it's weird because I feel like Natalie becomes more amped up and Scotty actually becomes more quiet, less defensive, on mute. Okay, so she's not as on point when she's lit. Okay, so it seems like in Scotty's opinion, basically what I'm trying to say is that she lets a lot of this stuff happen. I almost feel like when she is in this position, or she is in this position right now, where she almost feels like her weakness is strength, or her neutralness, like her being neutral in a lot of the situations that happen with Natalie, is her showing strength. Okay, this relationship is based off of different things for the both of them. I feel like Natalie is the person who pursued this relationship heavily. I want to say that first because a lot of people feel like Scotty is leeching off of Natalie, and this may be so. We're gonna keep reading on, you know, follow me here, follow me. But what I'm feeling like is that Natalie seen an interest in Scotty, okay? And with the Eight of Pentacles here, I do feel like it was a working opportunity. I'm just going to say it flat out how I feel right now because I feel like the messages are connecting. Natalie's motives for this relationship was more based off of appearance, was more based off of how people viewed her. I feel like she gravitated towards Scotty because Scotty shines very bright, she's very beautiful, and I almost feel like for some reason Natalie felt like she wanted to be around her, or that she wants her in her group of friends, her closer group of friends. I do feel like they are very close. but I feel like this is more for working purposes, okay? So this is not necessarily, with the Ten of Cups in reverse, this gives me the vibe of, I'm only cool with you because A, B, and C. I'm not cool with you because I actually like you or I care for who you are. I'm friends with you because of A, B, and C, and that's it. Now, Natalie Nunn feels like was Scotty picked on a lot in school? Because for some reason, I just feel like Scotty, for some reason, was never the cool girl, or it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like for some reason, like Scotty's past trauma is kind of coming up a little bit, at least in the reading. And I almost feel like she has this desire to be wanted. The fact that Natalie Nunn took a liking to her, I just feel like there's like this gratitude that Scotty feels towards Natalie that she uses to enable Natalie's behavior. Does all this make sense? I hope that I'm saying this all correctly, because sometimes it feels like I'm just rambling, but I hope that these messages are correlating the way that I want them to, because when I read, I feel like I'm like being blinded, like I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes. But once Scotty realized, like, oh, this celebrity or this influencer is taking a liking to me, I'm so grateful. It's almost like there's just like this loyalty that Scotty feels towards Natalie that kind of keeps her from really ending the relationship, and it keeps Natalie in the position to treat her the way that she has. Because I really feel like Scotty is just, I don't know if she might have like some air sign in her chart, some Libra, some Gemini, some Aquarius. She's just very, very grateful for Natalie, because I'm seeing that with Natalie, Scotty has been able to expand herself, which of course we have seen that, okay? We have this Ace of Swords right next to the Eight of Pentacles. She's been able to expand herself. She was able to do so much with her life, and she's so grateful for where she is, to the point where she doesn't really care about who Natalie is, because she feels like the things that Natalie has done has made up for the way that she's being treated. But she doesn't understand that Natalie has her own motives herself, because Scotty on her own is a star. And it's almost like one of those situations where, you know, when someone can see potential in you before you can see the potential in yourself, that's what I'm seeing with Natalie and Scotty. Natalie can see the potential that Scotty has, and Scotty hasn't yet recognized this. So because Scotty is in the darkness about herself, like, she almost feels like, I'm sorry, I feel like you can hear some music outside. If you can hear some music, that is my neighbor Carl. Okay, he bumps hard. So I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. I like it, honestly. He usually plays like good jams and I can still focus. But anyways, she doesn't, because she's almost blinded by this. She's blinded. She can't see herself right now. She hasn't stepped into her true potential, because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. I'm actually hearing that Scotty could have more success than what she has right now, simply from herself, just from her own name. You know what I mean? She's done enough where she could leave baddies and just do it on her own. She has enough of a fan base. She has enough clout. She has enough to work with, where she can make her own business and do her own thing and make her own money. But it's almost like she doesn't see that. She still feels like she needs somebody. She's very reliant on the people that are around her, okay? Because for some reason now I'm getting like a team of people. I'm getting like a team of people that are coming up as well. There could be a team of people or just people around them that also help them to kind of enable the relationship. This is a very manipulative energy coming out right now, but I feel like whoever works with Natalie, and this could even be Lemon Pepper, but let me know, because you guys have been watching the show and like keeping up a little bit more, you know, than me right now. But this could be Lemon Pepper, but I just feel like Natalie has a team of people who around her who also benefit off Scotty. Now, this could also just be the fact that they're on the show together. A lot of people tune in to them because of the show, but I'm also getting that there's other financial opportunities that Scotty has brought in. Okay, like there's things. And so because of that, when things go wrong, there's people up in Scotty's ear. I just feel like there's a lot of people around her telling her like, no, no, this is how she is, this is how she is, this is how she is, you know what I mean? Just to keep the money flowing in, just to keep the publicity going, coming in. Again, I really feel like I don't know, Scotty was not the cool kid. There's something here where she may have been like recognized but not recognized, you know what I mean? There's this, and this is something that I feel like she may even start to deal with now. Scotty's always been very attractive, and I'm getting that. Trigger warning, but she may have also been through some type of sexual assault. I don't know why that's coming up, but I just feel like for some reason this girl's self-esteem is very low. And I almost feel like she's one of those people that is very talented, very passionate, great soul, but is overlooked. You know, like, and a lot of us might, a lot of us might feel that way. A lot of us feel like we have the talent, the skill, the appeal, but for some reason, you know, no matter how much we put ourselves out there, we're not getting recognized. We're not the one. We're not the it girl or the it guy. You know what I mean? We're just another person in the crowd. So I feel like Scotty has just felt like she's had to really take the back seat in her own life. And ever since she got this opportunity, it's almost like she wants to stay in the spotlight. She wants to stay where the cool people are. She wants to stay, like, you know what I mean? I feel bad because I feel like there's like this energy of just really wanting to be wanted. And that's part of the reason why, you know, she has stayed in this connection. Look at, we have the devil at the bottom of the deck. Yes. So I do feel like there is something about their relationship that is not fair. I do feel like there's something about their relationship that is beneficial to one person. I did bring this up, I think, in the last reading I did about Natalie Nunn, but she may have like a little bit of some narcissism, okay? She's very hungry. And the devil in the tarot represents Capricorn. Natalie is a Capricorn. Natalie is only thinking about herself. I can promise you there's nobody around her that she truly likes. Okay, there's no one around her that she truly likes, but people are tolerable depending on how much money they can make her. That's how I feel. Spirit, how does Natalie Nunn feel about Scotty? She's beautiful, but she's not me. That's what I just heard. She's beautiful, but she's not me. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So I also feel like there's a competitive energy between Natalie and her. Now, this is not something that I feel like Scotty is wanting to participate in, or something that I do feel like Scotty participates in. Too many cards, Spirit. But what I do feel like is that Natalie is very competitive when it comes to Scotty. With the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and going back to what I just said, she's pretty, but she's not me. Natalie Nunn is somehow suppressing Scotty's potential, okay? So there could be opportunities or deals or something that, you know, okay. Sometimes there's just so many messages coming in, it's hard to like explain all at once. But the way that Spirit is explaining it to me is that Natalie has been in the game for a long time, y'all, okay? Natalie has been in the game for a long time. She knows the business. I'm hearing that she's not on top of the business, because I'm hearing like that there is something about Natalie Nunn where like even her contract or what the type of business that she's doing, it's not even completely all that. It's not even like what it's hyped up to be. She makes more money than people, but she also in some ways gets the shit under the stick, and that's like another thing for another day. But what I'm hearing is that if she wanted to, she could put Scotty up on the same type of pedestal that she's on, okay? And I'm also hearing that this is not just about Scotty. This could be for all the girls around her as well. She keeps them in a position where, okay, you're doing well, but you're not doing better than me. Okay? With the Chariot here, there is this destiny that Natalie Nunn is trying to suppress from Scotty. Okay? And Natalie wants to be on top and remain on top. And I just really feel like, oh, let me pull a little bit more. I really feel like she just wanted Scotty to help her to extend her career. she's using Scotty, and she's using a lot of other girls around her. I'm hearing that the girls can't be around if they're not pretty, if they can't make money. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm hearing. Like, she doesn't want ugly, you know, quote unquote ugly girls around her because ugly girls don't make money, right? Or she doesn't want certain people around her because they might be better than her. You know what I mean? Ooh, there's something here about sexuality, or like SW work, like OnlyFans or something like that. Something about Natalie Nunn is not what we think, okay? I really feel like Natalie is not... She's one of those people that uses materials and the things that she has as her reason and explanation as to why she's better than other people, okay? So that's why I feel like she's very money hungry, very money oriented. You know, you could talk shit about me, but bitch, I have a jet, I have this, I have that. You don't have a bust down, you don't have this, you don't have that. You're a clout chaser, you're this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna be better than you because of the financial status that I have. You know what I mean? So, because she's using the money as her face, she's using it as an excuse to not be the best person behind closed doors. I don't know who she is or what she's doing. I'm hearing SW work. I'm hearing other, you know, there could even be substance abuse here as well. But I really feel like Natalie is not the best person character-wise, or she has flaws of her own and skeletons of her own. And Scotty has the potential to basically be better than Natalie without doing what Natalie has done. And so she's basically trying to keep her from that. She doesn't want someone to be better with her than her in a way that is not basically degrading. I was also getting another message. I think I just lost my train of thought. I feel like oh no, I lost my train of thought. Spirit, how does Natalie feel? We have the Page of Cups. This is kind of weird, but I feel like Scotty reminds Natalie of her youth. I almost feel like Natalie feels like she wishes that she was doing like what Scotty is doing at her age. Look at, we have the Five of Swords, you guys. Look at this. The person in the card don't even look nice. This is a very competitive woman. She does not give a fuck about Scotty. She's literally in this for herself. Scotty brings in money. Like, I don't even want to be sentimental because this is like, I just want to cut to the chase. Like, literally, Natalie does not care. And I feel like the reason why she treats her like shit all the time is because she's projecting onto her and she's showing her how she feels. She actually really doesn't care for Scotty that much, okay? I actually feel like she thinks that she's annoying in a sense, but she is tolerable. I also feel like Scotty does have like a good energy, and when she's around that they have a good time. Like, they might be good party buddies again. Like, I feel like they be intoxicated a lot. But I truthfully feel like Natalie does not give a flying F about Scotty, okay? So we have the Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, I really do feel like, you know, it's just very important for Natalie to be in a good position. It's very important for, like, I don't know where this girl has been, but I almost feel like even some of Natalie's trauma is coming up. There may have been, like, a point in time where Natalie just was not that financially in a good place. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like Natalie has had to do a lot of things to get to the top, which also may be why she's acting in the way that she's acting and doing some of the things that she's doing behind closed doors, because she was in such a desperate energy and she was willing to do whatever she had to do to live the type of lifestyle that she wanted to live. And now she finally has it, and she's not letting it go, you guys. She's literally not letting it go. And I'm also seeing that the more, you know, she's not stupid, you guys. Like, the more that she gives a reason for people to be around, the more that they stay around. Like, I feel like in a sense, like, Natalie has been hurt in a sense before. I think that's kind of funny because, you know, all villains do have a story, you know, like, even the worst villains, they do have a story. And I almost feel like in a sense, this is how Natalie has had to deal with people like herself at some point. Okay, especially coming into this industry or even just in life, she has had to deal with people who literally do not care. But she understands, so she understands that, okay, as long as I give these people a reason to be around, they'll be around. I honestly kind of think that Natalie feels like none of the girls even really like her like that. You know what I mean? I feel like, and even if this is not true, because we know that Scotty likes her, you know, this is just like her trauma talking. She has issues, okay? And she personally doesn't even feel like anybody actually likes her. You know, because she knows how people have been. Like, there are people I'm hearing that have just been around this girl for money, for opportunities, because she's Natalie Nunn. You know what I mean? And because of where she was, you know? So she understands that sometimes people use each other, and she's using people too. And at least, you know, she understands that, okay, if I give these girls a little something, they'll still stay around. And in a sense, she does feel like she's doing something for them, because these girls are getting the publicity, and they're getting money, and they're getting deals. That sounds like so harsh and a little even condescending, but that's like her energy. She feels like the girls know what they're getting themselves into, because that's what I also feel like. You know, the girls understand, you know, what they're getting themselves into. They know what they're about to do. But her energy is very intimidating, especially to a young girl like Scotty. That's what I'm feeling. Spirit, how does Scotty feel about Natalie Nunn? I'm hearing best friends. She feels like they're best friends. Okay, so see, we have the Four of Wands. Let me put this upright. And then we also have the Two of Wands. So I feel like, again, her intuition is very clouded. All Scotty can see is the opportunities that have been thrown her way. Okay, so we have like a lot of fire energy again. Like, I feel like there is definitely some fire sign energy in this girl's chart. Or in Natalie's chart, but I just feel like all she can see is this girl has been celebrating. Like, I almost feel like, in a sense, you guys, this life is new to her, and it's something that she enjoys. You know, she enjoys being in the spotlight. She enjoys being on TV. I just think that she enjoys the new lifestyle that has been, you know, produced from this life that she's living. Now, is this to the point where she, you know, does she like what she does? I'm actually getting no. Like, I don't think that she completely likes everything that she's doing, or that she completely agrees. It's almost like she can only see the end, you guys. She's just looking at what she's getting in the end. She's not looking at what she has to go through or what she has done, because for Scotty, I feel like she's very young. How young is she? Because I'm 23, so like, I understand, like, especially being like a young girl, like in your 20s, you don't really see like how much stuff messes you up. You know what I mean? Like, when you're going through things, or when you're trying to be on your hustle, or when you're just dealing with people, just life. Like, you don't realize sometimes like how much things mess you up until you get to a certain point where you just can't deny it anymore. And so I feel like this is kind of like where she's at. Like, she's too busy having fun. You know what I mean? She's too busy having fun. She's living her life. She's still celebrating the new life that she has. You know what I mean? And it really hasn't been that long since Baddies came out. So she's still kind of just like enjoying the high life. She doesn't care. Well, I don't want to say that she doesn't care, but it's almost like she is tolerating things. Like, again, kind of like Natalie, almost. She's tolerating things that she doesn't really like, or that she's not really that okay with, because she likes the circle that she's in, because she likes the life that she has now, and because she likes the money that she's getting. And all she can see is the opportunities and what she plans to make of herself. That's all she feels. Now we have the Magician in the verse. Now this is where Scotty's insecurity came in, because I almost feel like she feels like she couldn't have done a lot of this stuff without Natalie. And that's where that devoting loyalty is coming from. Spirit is saying that that's not true. She's always had the tools to do this, but that's not how she sees it. And so that's why I feel like she has this devoting loyalty. And you know how sometimes, y'all, like, we can all relate, you know what I mean? This is just giving me like a down home friendship. Like, the way that she feels about Natalie is just, it's real. It's very 100. Is very much P. How do I explain this? Like, this kind of reminds me of like a come up friend. A come up friend. That's how it feels, like a come up friend. Like, you know, when you had this friend where you maybe weren't the best yet, you weren't up yet, but then they were, you know, when you were up, they were still there, they were still around you. So that's almost how I feel. Like, Natalie took a chance on me. She fucked with me when I didn't have anything. She hyped me up. She did this, she did that. Because in a sense, I do feel like Natalie did pour into her confidence. But that's because what her confidence is being used, right? Like, she's on TV. She's doing all these things now where she has to put herself out there. So, of course, Natalie is going to push her and push her and push her because that's how they make money. You know what I mean? But that's not how Scotty looks at it. She looks at it in a way where it's like, no, like, because this that Pisces energy, delusional as hell. She was just like, no, like, you know, what she did for me was just mind-blowing. We have the Hangman. Now, I do think that there is a little bit of a fear here. Okay, yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles. There's a little bit of a fear here as well that if she were to separate from Natalie, or if for whatever reason this were to work out, that, you know, she would not have the opportunity, or, you know, yeah, the opportunity that she has, okay? So she's afraid that, like, okay, let's just say that they're not cool no more, for real, that she might not get on the show, that she might not get opportunities no more, that she might not be in certain spaces, certain rooms, around certain people. Nobody's gonna mess with her no more. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like the whole entourage going blackball me. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like she's almost afraid of that. She is a little afraid of that. And so that's why she just accepts it. She just accepts it. You know? Both of them are doing it for the money, y'all. Both of them are doing it for the money. Any predictions for Scotty and Natalie Nunn's relationship? I just heard turmoil. Scotty's gonna be used up until she can't be used up no more. I'm so serious, y'all. I'm so serious, y'all. Natalie Nunn is not going to change. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse, though. It came up in reverse. This lets me know that this is self-sabotage. So Scotty is going to continue to deal with this relationship, but she's not going to be happy, okay? And I feel like it's going to become more and more apparent that their relationship is not healthy, and that it's not good for them, and that it's not solid, okay? We have the King of Cups in reverse. And I actually feel like even some of Natalie's harsh ways may even start to rub off on Scotty. Like, I just see that it's traumatizing her. Yeah, not a good friend group to be around. I definitely also see people continuing to treat Scotty like shit, and I also think that, like, with the way that Natalie treats her, people are going to also start to feel like they could treat her like that as well. I feel like Natalie is going to keep being the type of person that she is. And I think that this is not going to be the last time that we see Natalie kind of like betray or brush off Scotty. Okay, you guys? I hope y'all enjoyed that reading. I did. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys like this content. And I will see you guys next time.